Did I bring my stick? I didn't bring my stick. I didn't bring my stick. That's really unfortunate. I didn't bring my stick. Seconds ago, I forgot to bring the stick. Okay. Pues acaso, yo estoy live con gente aquí. Live es como... Estoy live, la cámara está prendida y todo. Como... See if I can get the is YouTube working or no? Okay. 1, 2 tests. 1, 2 tests. Alright, we are good to go. What up, Vidrin Marble Rick? Working fine. Thank you. I just turned on the chat right now. Pop out chat. Let me just pop out this chat. Gotta put it on my other screen. Hopefully I get some trades in today. Hopefully I get the trades in today. What's going on? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Let me just send this to the group real quick. Gotta keep the Discord members in the loop. Gotta keep the Discord members in the loop. There you go. And we are solid. All right, we got one of the Discord members, DVN. DVN. Wonderful. All right, we'll take a look at that real quick. And let me just pop out the, let me turn on the music. Alright, looks good. Why is my YouTube not working on my other devices? Almost just setting up the morning, guys. And then I'm going to go ahead and do some ticker watching, charting, whatever have you. What's the story behind MCVT? You know, I have no idea. I personally been staying away from looking at my computer all weekend. I have no idea what's going on with the world. Today's my technically full-on day. I'm getting back in the groove. I did some indicator study last night, but I didn't check up on news. So let's go ahead and take a look at that while we're at it, right? Let's see what we're talking about. All right, so SPY's looking like a little dip here. So let's see MCVT. What's going on here? Mill City Ventures. Whoa. Hello. Alright, first and foremost, the first thing I'm thinking about is this being targeted by the Reddit community, right? Is this the whole Reddit community situation going on? That's the first thing that's on my mind right now. So, this looks like a regular meme run. 34 minutes ago, here we go. Announces a $450 million private placement to initiate sweet treasury strategy. Oh, so there's some significant news. Let's see the monthly on this. Oh, it's not so bad. It's pretty sideways, to be honest with you. We got 12 forward. That's a big significant sideways, I'll tell you that. Up and down, up and down. Nice little dip, up and rip. Okay, well, that's good news, right? Let's see the monthly. Yeah, good news on that. Is this? It's a holding company, finance, rental, leasing. Engaged in business providing short-term specialty finance solutions. Company founded by Douglas. 2006 headquartered in Minnesota. Strong buy. Income statement. Margins. Pretty flat. It was 200 on Friday. 200. 200 on Friday. You mean like pre-market? We talking MCVT, right? Are we on the same page? 200. I don't see any 200. I mean, no, I don't see 200. I don't see anything that says 200. Unless I'm getting the ticker wrong. This is trading at $6 approximately. You know? I'm still setting up my So SPY looking like it's taking a nice little calmness before the storm. Let's see something real quick. Let's turn on SPY real quick. I just want to see an overall market sentiment. Let me just make sure I'm not crazy. Oh, here she is. All right, so let's turn on the 1 minute. All right, so she had a nice little rip. I'm sure that was like a tariff news. 5 minute. All right, just another bippity day. Looks like a little sideways chop. Our size looking decent. Let's turn on the 1 hour. But it was up 200 on Friday, but it opened $1.08. 200 on Friday. I'm looking at this thing. Let me check my other broker. Maybe there's something I'm missing. MCVT. Hold on, let me check my other broker. Maybe I'm missing something. I'm gonna turn on my other broker. 200. All right, I'm on the 1 minute. Let's go on the 1 hour. No, this thing peaked literally high $14.50. That's all I got. 200. I don't see 200 on my chart. I'm on two different accounts. MCVT. That's what I'm looking at. Yep. MCVT. Yep. I'm looking at it again. No. This thing peaked 1451. Probably a malfunction on your end, maybe. 200 is a very, very significant drive. Wow, 80A. 80A. So, you know, I've been watching this morning, and we're breaking out of a key resistance level at 83.86. And so far we smacked a new high, at least in this range, and that's good. New higher high, new higher low. You already know ADA is making strides. I mean, on Yahoo it says 200. On Yahoo, well, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Probably, yeah, that I don't see it on my end, but if it says on Yahoo, that's impressive. That's impressive. Are they rerouting dark pools? Like, are they rerouting it to the dark pool? That could be a thing. So maybe that could be a thing. You know, certain data is lagged and suppressed, shorted. We all know how that works. Cough, GME. So, BBAI, $7.51, 1.62% on the day. Let's turn on the 12-hour. We are. Fair value gap. It was a little sideways choppiness. Same thing. Not too much. Everything stays the same. We're above the center line, the RSI on the 12-hour. Let's go on the daily real quick. We're above the center line, so that's good. I do see my momentum flux is showing a little bit of weakness. A little bit of weakness. A little bit of weakness. Fluctuation volatility is at 35 over flux spike. It's good in terms of the trend, but the momentum is what's scaring me. The momentum on BBAI is what's scaring me. I sold BBAI around 7.8. That's a good sell. Very nice trade. Let me see. 7.8. Solid. Very nice trade. And that was at key resistance too. Look at that. Beautiful. Key resistance. I mean, couldn't ask for more. Beautiful. Yeah, resistance, love it. 50% on this bar-ish, 50% on this bar-ish, 50, a good 20%. Yeah, this was a great sell person. That's a great trade. Bought at 4.4. Oh, man, that's a solid trade for sure. Wow, congratulations, bro. That's really good. You can't ask for more. That's 77% on a trade. That's really, really good. Congrats. Let's take a look at Bull real quick. Up 1.46%. NCBT. Let's look at my watch list real quick. I'll leave this here. APLD 1.8. Cypher 2%. Wow, I saw this at $3. It's trading at $6.47. RZLV. Been talking about this stock, and she's up 4.4%. Palantir. Oh my lord. All right, let's put it over here. Oh, LiDAR is a very interesting trade. Look at LiDAR going 20%. This is the NVIDIA Play partnership. Wow, 20%. We were complaining at $4.04. Market sold off after hours, completely dropping the ticker. And look at that, 20% aftermarket. That's crazy, man. You can't make this stuff up. Redwire, this is BBI related, up 2%. AMPX, 0.6%. SLQT, 1%. Grab, 0.7%. Grab is not. Grab is like the influencer. It's the YouTube influencer stock. I won't mention names, but a Grab is just very, how do you say, hive-minded investment. The Mags, 0.5%. TMC, 0.6%. So the market's pretty much choppiness. It's not really neither here nor there. Let's check futures real quick. 0.16%. Nothing crazy. Same thing. VIX. Ooh, VIX is catching a bit. That's interesting. VIX is up 1.47%. VIX is up 1.47%. That's really interesting. That's really, really interesting. Could be nothing. Could be a nothing burger. Just fluffy news. Energy stocks, I heard they were supposed to be doing good today. Shout out to Wonderful this morning. Sorry guys, my ears are like really itchy. Wow. And thus we break of a trend and into the atmosphere. You absolutely going parabolic. You know, maybe I really should start considering energy stocks. I've been ignoring them, and I haven't really been paying attention to them. But now it's getting my attention at this point. I mean, it makes sense to get into energy, since we're subsidizing a lot of our capital into the category, right? What do you think? BBAI is going up or down? I'm thinking going back to, but at the moment I'm not sure. So based off my indicators, not financial advice, I'm getting a lot of bearish indicators signaling off, at least in terms of the trend now is down. If I turn on all my EMAs and SMAs active, all right, so one thing to know is that we are below the 5 and we're below the 10 EMAs, right? That's not good in terms of psychological anchors for traders. So a lot of the investments are not jumping in on this, right? Now, if we look at the overall market sentiment, so the market believes we'll have volatility in the next month. So in terms of the trend, volatility, we're at the money. IV is at around 121.5. So a lot of how do you say, expected moves still to be determined. That makes sense because we have earnings. What, in August 11th, right? So that month at the money IV seems good. That's what it tells me, and it makes sense because we have earnings on the 11th. So I'm getting bearish indicators at the same time. My momentum, at least in terms of where the indication is, the indicators are telling me we're below a lot of support. We're below it. All right, so you just have to find, where do you find resistance and support? So I'm looking here. Clearly, I can see one right now. It's at 740. So if we break 753, the clear defined support will be a 740. On the 4-hour, I got this 50 SMA, excuse me, clear defined support that I believe that we will come down to. Market open, bounce off that, and then see where the market will lead us. Because that's SMA and EMA is also riding right here. That's key defined support right here, which is also in lining with this resistance that we had previous or a couple candles ago. Whenever pre-market be red was around 2% red. Yeah, but this is good. I mean, I've said it in my videos before. BBAI is not afraid to go up 20% and then come back down and retrace another 1510, right? I mean, you just had, well, not, excuse me, let me reiterate that. You had a massive 140% move, right? That lasted 13 days, approximately. Let me just double check. That lasted 15 days, excuse me, right? So you expect a little bit of retracement, and thus we did. And then from here, from peak high to peak low, that lasted 6 days, right? And that's good. That's a sign of making new highs, new lows. Then we had another ripper. I don't even think this was just news. I think it was just off of speculation. 4 days of nonstop up. So rightfully so, you want the retracement to take its time, right? Yeah, I mean, people just need to be patient with this. And look, 6 days retracement, or I should say 8 days approximately, right? Let's see, approximately, right? So it's just a consolidation, being patient with this ticker. I mean, in terms of where she is right now, it's expected. I mean, look at SBET, right? SBET, with the whole Ethereum movement, this stock is just purely moving on Ethereum speculation, their holdings on Ethereum, you know, as if Ethereum's up, they're up, and all this nonsense. And look at SBET, right? Look at the same thing happen. Watch this. SBET, significant volatile plays. You peaked at, you had 16 days of massive movement, 325%. SBET, right? SBET 325% from all time from lows at $9 approximately. And look at the consolidation phase. Look at from all peak high, right? Let's just say we start from here. And I'm being nice. That is 7 days you've been on a downtrend after almost 15 days to the upside. BBAI is no different. Oh, on top of that, look at this. I posted this on my account, but look. What do you guys see on SBET? Real quick, because I love doing these. What do you guys see on SBET? Real quick, what do you guys see? What do you guys see? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let me turn off all my indicator. Let me make it cleaner for you guys. Let me make it a little bit cleaner for you guys. Hold up. Uh-oh. What do you guys see on SBET? Whoa, that's interesting, huh? Uh-oh. And you're finding some key support at 236. You barely touch it, and you're already up pre-market $23.29. So you're up what, $1.50? Oh, more than that. Holy shit. Oh, okay, from previous lows. I think the biggest problem is that nobody knows how ER will be. Well, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, BBAI, if we're going to be fair, it's a speculative, two things. It's speculative, and it's a Palantir sympathy play at the end of the day. So we missed the Palantir move, but rightfully so, BBAI is sleeping with a lot of the DoD guys up in the White House. The CEO is literally sleeping with, not literally sleeping, but he's in talks, rubs shoulders with these guys that literally give contracts to certain companies, defense contracts to certain companies. So, yeah, this is a speculative, God knows what type of play is gonna. What we don't know. We have no idea what's gonna happen on earnings. But every time in the last 2 earning quarters, we've had nothing but negative. Nothing but negative earnings. And look at that. Every time we get a dip, we buy the rip. Every time we get the dip, you get the rip. It just makes sense, right? If you're working on speculation, what happens if you're right? What happens if you're right? Then it wasn't such a bad trade, right? It wasn't such a bad trade. I mean, the market, anybody that puts money in the market, you have a 50-50 chance of being right. 50-50 chance of being right. I might have a little bit of an edge because I do this for a living. Maybe like 1% of an edge. 1%. I am no different than the next Joe Schmo. I just see things in front of me. I might have 1%. No, not nothing. But I am no different. because I see the trend. But other than that, everyone has a 50% chance. Everyone, even including myself. Including myself, I have a 50% chance of getting it right. So, you know, call me crazy. I'm thinking about just putting $100 on BBAI and just watching it run. Like, watch it drop or watch it run. But just to be part of that play, just put $100 for me. I think it'll be like a win or lose. Like, if I lose the $100, I lose $100. But, you know, you just never know. You really don't know. And look, it's still in a consolidation phase, a rectangle top. You know, you can't even argue with this. Actually, on the daily, let me turn off the, let me make it cleaner. All right, let me turn off all these. I think I already drew the cup and handle. This is the measurement. Take a picture of this. Let me take a picture of this. Actually, let me take a picture of this now and put it in my notes real quick. I'm going to draw that. That's the handle. We broke out of the handle. I'm going to write in my notes here. Cup and hand. I need to start doing more of these note-taking on all my tickers because I'm missing on so many plays. And I draw all these patterns and I never write them on my little note option here on TradingView. Cup and handle formation. Trend broke out of handle in consolidation phase. I'll take a picture of it. 1, 2, 3. The measurement is at $27. Measurement is at $27.16. BBAI, snap a picture of it. And then we're going to add it to our notes, and that's it. We're done. Now I can delete all the horizontal, the brush, the circle, the trend, the horizontal, curve. I like to keep my chart clean, nice and easy, because what happens is that you draw patterns, and then you find new ones, and then you draw new ones, and patterns lead into new patterns. Descending wedges, rounding bottoms, rounding tops, broadening wedges, triangles, asymmetrical triangles. Like, these are how patterns lead into new patterns. Always, always, always. It's like a domino effect. You make one pattern, there's a new one that's the new one that's developing or in the process of. All right, in the process of. Like, even I see this. Look, there's a harmonic. I clean my chart and now there's a harmonic potential pattern that I see here, right? And now I'm gonna draw the harmonic. Note this down because you just never know. And what happens if you're right? 50%. That's a bat. So bats are 5-3 ratio. 886, and the whoa. This is a really accurate harmonic. This is actually a bat. Holy shit. All right, I gotta write that down. That's a clean all ratio pan out harmonic bat completion at the 437. Bat completion harmonic at $4.37. That's a clean harmonic bat. Holy shit. Who would have thought? Harmonic bat, and then I'd snap a picture of it, and then you add it to your notes. And if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You just have these notes, and that's how you get your thesis down. Wow. And let me just make sure that, you know, at least if this were to pan out, there has to be something that has to bounce off, right? Harmonics don't work by themselves. They don't. They have to bounce off something. For those of you that don't know, harmonics are I love harmonic plays. They're one of the best. My favorite type of way to trade. It's more of a swing trader trade. You just be patient with it, and wow, look at that. So it literally is on the 0.618 zone. So 437 break the 0.618. If you define and look left, look at the key resistance areas that the harmonic completion ends, right? Look at this. Right? It always has to bounce off something. Now is this okay, so there it is. Oh no, I drew that there. Hold up. So I drew that there. That is literally right approximately from resistance. The harmonic completion literally finishes at key resistance level prior candles. Look how the Fibonacci aligns with and adds confluence when you're playing harmonics. So if BBAI were to tank, let's say they have bad earnings, 438 approximately would be an area where I'm going to keep my eyes in and catch the bottom. This is called catching the knife. And I use harmonics to catch knives. Like Intel, right? So Intel, looks like SPY is making a nice little move up. Intel had a disgusting bad earnings. And I drew harmonics. This is a alt bat harmonic completion at the 1869. But if you look left, look at the key resistance and support levels it had. Support level around this range, 1869. Support approximately around this range. Support, support, support. So you have all these candles adding confluence to the completion at this area, 1869. I still have indicators that Intel is still going to sell off. We're looking at $18 and 69 cents approximately. So I still believe that Intel can still sell off, my opinion. All your indicators are showing that the trend is not over. Even, let's see if we can get it more reasoning on the 3-day. Yeah, the 3-day is still showing bearish momentum. So let's see what happens. But I've got indicator targets at $18.69, and I use harmonics to see if we can catch that knife. Harmonics don't always pan out, but when they do, those are really, really nice trades. You get the bottom, the bippity bottom, and the bippity top. You sell at the high, you buy at the low. It's one of the best. I love playing harmonics. So let's see. BBI is ever gonna come back here? Who the fuck knows? All right, Dixie catching a 0.5 bip. SPY still a little. SPY is a little questionable this morning. I'm not feeling it. I mean, we are making highs and lows, so that's a good sign in terms of what I see. It looks like an Elliott wave for me. Like seriously, you can't even make this stuff up. Look at this. Demonstrate. We got a high, a low, higher high, and a higher low, and it's just basically memeing right now. Literally scalping. Beautiful, nice to see. Waiting on earnings, yes. Vedran Marovic, waiting on earnings is absolutely one of the best things you can do. I don't gamble earnings. I never ever put money in the market when there's earnings ever. I don't give a shit if it rips. All well. But what happens if you're wrong, right? What happens if earning was completely fucking bad, right? I mean, you can have SoFi, who's had massive runs, who had great quarter. I think last quarter, and SoFi can just completely dip, and it's still a great company. Just because of one bad quarter doesn't mean the company's going to shit, but you just potentially might not working. The earnings might not work in your favor. So I never ever leave money in the market when it comes to earnings. Not to say in the distant future I won't do that, unless I firmly believe in a company. But right now, listen, as I stated in my past videos, SPY is just way too, like, we're breaking out of a monthly trend. This was a huge wedge, an ascending wedge pattern that we were just in. You broke out of the ascending wedge pattern. I can quickly draw it. It was like right there. And then all of a sudden we break out of that ascending wedge pattern, and it's like we're defying history. Like we're just breaking new highs day after day after day after day, and we don't even see a retracement. But I'm staying vigilant. You got to be vigilant in this market. You can never be too sure. This thing can go up another 30% for all we know. SPY can go up another 30% and never really retrace. Like, this is absolutely fucking crazy where we are right now in times. I am hoping we get a market dip. I am hoping we get a market crash, if you want me to be honest with you. I really want to, so I can play puts. My puts will be printing. I can't long in this market. I just can't do it. I don't feel comfortable longing in this market. I don't feel comfortable long. And so what if I'm wrong? But what if you're right? No one really knows anything. No one really can time the market. You can never time the market. This is just one of those times in the market where you just don't have any fucking idea where the top is, or where the bottom is. You can't time this market. We're on Trump's market. This guy can literally send one fucking tweet. One fucking tweet. He can literally just send one tweet and send everything soaring or tank it. It's crazy times. It's crazy times. That is something that I really don't understand in the United States market. Lots of companies, even after amazing earnings, going down. Let me see if I can think of one. I can't think of one. Maybe I've just been blind and I'm not looking. I don't know. I haven't seen markets. I haven't seen any companies that had bad earnings. I mean, good earnings and dip. But then again, we have been all-time highs. All-time highs. This is absolutely not normal. This is absolutely not normal. And I'm going to be very honest with you. I like shorting stocks. Recently, I've just been having fun shorting stocks. I have been having so much fun shorting stocks. I don't know what it is, but I like to be right when it's coming down to... I like making money on the downside the past couple of days. It's been kind of crazy, but now I understand a little bit more of the bear thesis. I've been a call shares only type of guy, but just recently I've been shorting. It's been fucking fun. But man, I want to long companies, man. I want to long AMD. Let's take a look at AMD. I want to long companies. I want to buy calls on companies. Believe me, man. I want to. Dude. What? I've been missing out on some chip trades. 118%. Let me just make sure I'm seeing that right. Let me just grab it from this bottom to this high. So in 108 days, AMD has made 120%, 118.5% to the upside. That's absolutely wild. Absolutely. And look at their last like what happened here? Surprise 4.4%. Wow, reported 7.4 billion in revenue. That's absolutely crazy. They beat estimates. Wow. Wow. Can you imagine they decide a stock split? Peach on Allegri. Hello, I was watching you the other day when Open Door pump up and then went down. Now looks nice as fuck, I think. What you think? I mean, let's take a look. Open Door. Actually, thank you for reminding me about these meme stocks. Because I know the Reddit movement got these guys going on haywire. Let's take a look real quick. Fib retracements, we'll leave that there. Let me just make sure my fib retracements are still from macro and micro. Alright, let me see my micro, my macro. Okay, macro is good, micro is good. Alright, let's take a look real quick. Let's take a look at the daily, because these are just, pump and dumps at the end of the day. So they're going to come up, come down, one day, bing bang, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so in terms of, volatile plays like these, your overflux, let me just see something real quick. Alright, so right now, the overflux, in terms of the directional pressure spike, is increasing. So that means in terms of the trend is still intact. The flux is over 25, so very bullish. And the momentum is over 10. So all in all, a lot of bull side. And you can tell even by this candle, this is a... Oh my god, I'm having brain fart today. What the hell's going on? It's not a gravestone doji, that's for sure. Why am I having brain fart? Give me 1 second. It is a... This is how you gotta keep... This is what happens when you take a break off for the weekend. You don't touch your computer for a weekend and it's like you already got brain fart. That candle, I'll tell you right now. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Like usually I just have them on my head. Okay, so that's a Dragonfly Doji candle that you printed previous day. This is a very, 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 very bullish candle. So all my indicators on where open is right now is still very bullish. As long as the open flux tells me that we're above a certain number, still very bullish. And volume is kicking in. Let me see. Yeah, volume's kicking in. Look at your moving average. Yeah. Your delta, still bullish. Still bullish. I'll wait till market open. It's a little bearish, but that doesn't mean jack shit, because these are lagging oscillators are lagging indicators. I rely more on your EMAs, SMAs, and your candle structures and placements. So in terms of where this baby is right now, still very bullish. The flux, everything, momentum is good. Hell, I even like the momentum being on this below the signal line, and then who knows, maybe we can get another ripper going on. Flux is great, over flux is beautiful. Looking good, looking good. We're breaking 382. Lovely. Your main resistance is at 236, 290. So from a risk reward, that's a 8% trade. If I were to, let's say, jump in on this today, right? Which I won't. I don't join meme stocks. My key area I'll be looking at is this zone right here. Look at this. Why? Well, look at over here. You had a resistance. Look at over here. You had a resistance. Look at over here. You had a resistance. Look at over here. You found support. And then you found resistance. You broke below it, but like price wants to stay here. So in terms of risk reward, 290 is literally clean defined resistance on open door. Okay, not financial advice. It's just what I see in terms of the data. Okay, I don't like on the daily, in the 12-hour though. Look at your signal line on the MACD, because if this thing were not to lose momentum, that's a massive move to the downside. But luckily, you're good because your positive DI is coiling, your RSI is above the center line, your overflux, your squeeze indicator is still showing momentum to the upside. You're gonna have a huge problem getting above that wall, which is a 236, $2.90. So if you don't break $2.90, then you know what? You're just sitting on a range between 267, 290 once you hit it. All right. But overall, all in all, you are making higher lows though. So look at the trend. Right? Just quick. That's from just by overall looking at this thing. So, but you don't want to get stuck in a range, because look, high, lower, right? That's another thing to note. Your trend also is showing you that the momentum is potentially weakening. You got a high, lower high, lower high, lower high. So this is a critical point for open door. Now you're just going to be fluctuating within a square, which I always indicate, and I tell my users, hey, you start looking at price action. What is price action doing? Is it in a range? Okay, looks like a consolidation phase, right? Look at this. All right, so then what's the range? Up or down? Well, up and down, previous high to low, 30% move down from these highs, rejection level, and then obviously it's going to be the same thing. Whoops. Was it 30? Was it 29%? Oh, excuse me. 22% off this high. Now you just turn it sideways. Let me get this box right there. Let me make it cleaner. Boom. So now you see prices within this box. Recently, you are making higher highs, but what happens if you get rejected? You're just gonna be consolidating in this box. All right. We can put it up a little bit more, because candle structure. I like to have candle bodies close as my area of support and resistance. I usually don't ever like wicks. I like body candle closures and close, open and close. I have to go enjoy the all day. Veteran Marverick, thank you so much. So, actually, let me look at some trades. Let me see what SPY's doing. Is SPY acting nice? Let me see 1 minute. Oh, SPY's actually catching. Ooh, SPY. Whoa, 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 SPY, yikey, looking a little bearish today. I do not mind this at all. I do not mind a little bit of bearish momentum to the downside, that's for sure. Because that tells me we can buy some tickers at a discount. Because, man, we could use a discount. I could use a discount, I'll tell you that much. Any other tickets you guys looking at? Actually, let me go ahead and send this to my members. Oh, que bella. Man, it's good to be It's good to be waking up in the morning, getting your workout in. It feels good. I feel active. A little bit tired today, but I went for a run this morning. I woke up at 5, went to a run at 6 in the morning. All right, so SPY looking a little bit of a dip, which is good, at least in terms of 15. Yep, 15 looking good in terms of the downside. Massive gap. I think we're gonna fill. Yep, for sure, we're gonna fill that gap on the 15, for sure. 537.57 market open. If we fill that gap, we'll find out. But for sure, we're getting to that 537.56. That's like almost a guaranteed. I'll be shocked as shit if we don't fill that gap. I'll be super shocked if we don't fill that gap. Like, completely fucking shocked. Alright? Not all gaps have to be filled, but there is a phrase in the market, all gaps must be filled. But it's not always the case. That's for sure. It's not always the case. Let's see if we can get into a trade today. Bull 1.2% on the day. Let's take a nice little roundabout in our watch list. APLD energy stocks should be expected to make nice little moves today. UUU has been obviously on a ripper, just consistently just going up and up only. Very interesting to see this thing. It broke out of my daily trend. I might actually have to redraw that trend parallel channel for sure. I mean, we went a little bit. We were basically sideways in some essence. We were pointing down, and all of a sudden it's just been catching candles. This is on the monthly too. This thing is on a freaking ripper, and all-time highs. I mean, we were what, $231. It would be kind of crazy to assume we get to these highs back up again under the Trump administration, because that would be something special. Okay, that would be absolutely fucking special if UUUU actually gets to 200 and change. I'm gonna do some deep TA on UUUU actually today, later on today. Maybe I really gotta start putting my money in the energy sector. I mean, even ASPI, I remember this thing trading at, look, I even drew a cup and handle formation. Look at this, back in the day. It broke out. This was definitely like 2 weeks ago. When was the last time I looked at this thing? What is this, June 30th? Wow. Approximately. Wow, it literally broke out of this handle. And look at that, we just made a new high. We just made a new freaking high. And this is a wait, what is this? Antibody isotopes, I can't even say that word, conjugates for cancer treatment. Whoa! Wait a minute, what's this? AS Isotopes and IsoBio announces Series C funding for IsoBio Inc. to advance innovative antibody isotope conjugates. Let me see. Forms give the different forms of a verb inflected language as they vary according to voice mood. Conjugate. Bacteria become temporarily united in order to exchange genetic material. Wow, guess you learned something new. But this is very interesting. An IsoBio announced a series of funding. Whoa, that is massive news. So not only you're in the energy sector, ASPI, but now you're also in the pharma? Whoa, that's... What? That's hella bullish. Dude, what? What? This thing could become... Whoa, hold up. I really gotta chart this. Because now you're entering two spaces. And if your technology really works... Wait a minute. Your technology does work. Because you're redefining how you separate isotopes. So you have a patent? Does this company have a patent? Like, only related to them? State advanced material engages with development technology processes that will allow for enrichment of natural isotopes into higher concentration products. Dude, actually, this could be fucking... Oh my. ASPI? This is a speculative play. But if you're right, this could become serious. Hold on, we gotta draw this. Whoa. Well, let me put this in my Discord. Let me put this in my Discord real quick. Let me put this in my Discord real quick. Wow, open. Hold on, I just got a notification. Open. What's happening with open? Did I miss something? Did I miss something on open? Dixie, let's go check open real quick. Why is my Discord going off on open? Let's see, let's see. Whoa, yep. It's up 6%. Yeah, I suspect it. But as I finished saying, you know, it's just doing a meme run pre-market. It likes to do meme runs in the morning, and then somehow get a nice little bip in the morning, and then do a little bit of retracement during half of the day or end of the day. So that's interesting. Huh. ASPI looking very interesting. ASPI looking very, very interesting. I'm not gonna sleep on ASPI. I'm gonna have to keep this on my radar, actually. Fuck. And I saw ASPI. You know, I have to put money in the market. Like, I actually have to leave money in the market. Because at this point, I'm just not leaving money in the market, especially at these highs. Maybe I actually have to switch up my methods. You know? I haven't lost. Maybe that's why I'm just very, very defensive how I'm playing the markets. So that's a good thing. The bad thing is that I'm potentially missing out on a lot of trades, which I am, respectively. I'm not catching the overall percentage, but, you know, to be fair, I'm just protecting myself. So far, so good, right? I'm protecting myself. It's working for me. I don't want to over leverage when it's not, when I don't have to. So a little bit of a dip on SPY right now. Let's see if the continuation on the downside will hold for throughout the day. I know the chart's looking a little bit of look ugly. I'm on the 15-minute. Weeble's on my watch. They still have a offering they have to do. Not sure when that's gonna happen, but you know, I'm still keeping an eye out on Weeble. Had a nice massive rip, 18 bucks. New high, new low. Keeping that on my radar. UUU on my radar. AMPX, let's get rid of AMPX. I think it's peaked its high. Now it's just been settling in a range. It's literally sideways movement for quite some time. It's neither up, neither down. Any other tickets you guys wanted to take a look at? Crypto 80A. Is Bitcoin catching a little bit of a bid? I don't think crypto's losing it. Let me do the crypto quad. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Bitcoin 118. Sideways choppiness. Not so bad. Look at this. This is a clean box. This is the most cleanest box. Love it. In a range. Bitcoin in a range. Look at that. Boom. Can't argue with that. Like I said, I like to keep it in. I normally don't like wicks, but this is clearly in a range. And this is the daily. So, just consolidation. Observation is key. Consolidation phase. BBAI catching a nice little percentage on pre-market, 1.69%. Palantir up only. God, if there's ever a ticker I regret never paying attention to, that's Palantir, because it is absolutely a meme. And just recent, oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, this ticker. Like, you can't make this up. You just, like, you can't make this up. This is absolutely wild. This ticker is absolutely wild. Alright, we have LiDAR too that got recent news with Nvidia. So is the price already is it priced in? I think we still have a little bit of more room to go. I do see a harmonic pattern forming on the monthly, but look at the monthly RSI on this thing. If there's any ticker that you, oh my, dude, okay. Let me explain something to you. When you see the RSI deep into the bear zone and you just recently got news on NVIDIA plays, especially a partnership, this thing has a lot more room to go. Has a lot of room to go. The worst part is that you're going to have to leave your money overnight to catch the next wave up, full percentage. Like you're going to have to, for some folks that can trade, that can't trade pre-market, post-market, you're going to have to really leave your money overnight, not financial advice, to really catch all those gains. Because it dipped Friday. And let me make sure. Yeah, it dipped. It had a massive run. Right? Massive run. I remember too. And then we just dipped right below. You're going to stomach. Oh. You put your money right here. Let's say you bought at the bottom, 424. You're going to stomach another what? This is the psychology of traders. You're going to stomach 8% loss. What happens if it keeps going down? But how do you expect this move to make a massive 44% trade to the upside pre-market? Like, this is the shit I'm talking about. This is up only market right now, dude. It's disgusting. And the beautiful thing about this is that you're making a new high and new low. Look at this. You got a high, a low. Oh, you got a lower high, a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, potentially higher low. Up only. Up freaking only. This move. Let me see the 4-hour on this. And it's looking like, if I had to go a little bit more, an ascending wedge. An ascending wedge pattern. That's what it looks like. Just off a visual. Let me see if I can actually get the ascending wedge pattern going. Let me see if I can do it. It's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. Nah. Can't do it. Can't do it. Yeah, it's going to be tight. Let me see. We'll do it from here. We'll do it from there, respectfully. Alright, we see these rejections here. So typically what you want to do, sometimes you catch it at the body, sometimes you don't. We'll just draw it there, right? We'll just draw it there. And that's an ascending wedge triangle. And I'll draw it as accurate as possible. Now I want the rejections to touch. Because that's how you know it's in a trend. We respect the trend lines. Alright, and this is just off of visual, right? This is just strictly off of visuals. Alright, I can obviously fix it a little bit more, but look, we had multiple touches on the bottom side, so we know it's ascending, and one rejection, right? Off of this, starting off the pivot, the pivot of resistance, and then the next resistance. So we have 2 touches. 1, 2, multiple touches here. So we already know that there is a trend, okay? If it were to come back down, we know that it's going to come here. That's for sure, because look, all that. Not for sure, not financial advice, but probably a probable chance that it will come test this trend line, come back up, and then come and hit the upper trend line. And then this is called an ascending wedge pattern. Just off a visual. But this is the most bullish shit I've seen all day. Let me turn on my EMAs. Look at this. Shit, I actually might get in this. I don't like to FOMO. I don't like to actually get in on these plays. I know I'm guaranteeing people are going to take profits early morning. Market open is in 3 minutes. Let me see the 1 minute before market opens. Alright, do we have I have a 3-day rule where I don't touch stocks for 3 days after news. But if this thing is actually going to be a thing, the LiDAR industry is multi-billion. Especially when it's coming from NVIDIA. So, yikes, man. Yikes. So morning rips. So far in the previous mornings, we only had one morning where it just completely sold off. completely sold off, consolidated, and this was off the news. People took profits. That makes sense, right? People took profits over here. Over here. Let me see if I can get it going. And it's not working. And then consolidation. Then people bought the bottom. Rip. Rejection. Come down. Pre-market rip. I want to see it come back, test this trend line. So at least for me, if I see 468, we get a. Actually, I might actually put an order in at 468. I might put in, not financial advice, 467. If we get a market, if we get a crazy wick to the downside, people take profits, get that snipe entry. Let me put an order in right now, actually. Not financial advice, don't do what I do. I'm just an idiot at the end of the day. I have no idea what I'm doing. I am just another YouTuber that doesn't know anything. So let me put a market order in for myself. Buy in there. Limit buy. Oh my god, 21% LiDAR. Absolutely crazy. I'm going to put a limit order. Let's do a... Let me see if I can snipe the entry. It's not going to be the case. I doubt we're going to come down and snipe at these lows, but hey, you just never know. So I'll say .70. $0.70. And I'll do a shit. I'll put like a good amount. I'll put maybe. Yeah, nah, I'll put more. Nah, more than that. Nah, a little bit more than that. No, we need more. Alright, let's do that. No. Let's do... Alright, we can do that. Boom. Alright, so I got... Yep. Review. And if I'm right, I'm right. Limit price. Alright, good. Sent. Alright, I got my order in. Let's see if it'll get filled. Let's see if it'll get filled. I'll be shocked if it gets filled. I'll be super shocked if it gets filled. Absolutely wildly shocked if it gets filled. And let me go ahead and put on my other order in real quick. Sorry guys if there's background noise. Sorry, 1 second. Alright, market open in a couple of seconds. Alright. Let's see if we hit it. Let's see if we can hit it, boys. Let's see if we can hit it. I doubt it. I'll doubt we'll get the wick. I'll be shocked as shit. Yeah, no wicks. It's just gonna be up only, volatile play off of morning hours. People are just running towards it. Alright, let's see SPY real quick. Alright, so SPY, AMPX, SPY, not much movement. Turn on the 1 minute. Oh, nice little sell-off on, wow, LiDAR, absolutely rippy. Absolutely rippy. My order did not get filled, I'll tell you that much. Let me go use the bathroom real quick. I have to go I'll be right back. We are back. Let's see what's happening with the world. Alright. Let's see. I can just put on my YouTube now. And we are good to go. Alright. We are back. Alright, let's see what's happening. Is market bearish? Bullish? ASPI catching a nice little retracement open. Retracement. INTC catching a nice little bit. Not much to worry about. 3%. SPY. What are you doing today, SPY? What's it going to be today? Are you lying? Tell me if you're lying, SPY. Alright, bull. Alright, we're watching energy. UUU coming back down. APL. AMPX. Bull. Catching a nice little bottom dip. I ain't stressed about that. Let's put LiDAR on our radar. Wow, 40%, 20% already. Absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. Already up 40% on the day. Incredible. I don't FOMO. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Shit. If you would have just put your money where your mouth is, that's a 13% trade right off the rip. Right? And I think it can still go up. Momentum still showed 38, 37. I'm on the 1 minute. It can still go. Nice little sell off. I like the 1 minute. Let me put on IWM real quick. IWM. I like to put the Russells. The IWM going. So we had a nice little sell off. I like to see that. Let's see what trade I can get into. I'm not really fascinated with this morning. Oh, I see Weeble. Weeble. Gotta give me some indicators that we are gonna break a trend. Weeble. Let me see if Weeble wants to play nice with me. LiDAR, morning rip. Are we gonna catch a dip? Are we gonna catch a dip? That's the real question here. That is the real question here. Alright, so the IWM looking hasty. LiDAR making another leg up. I mean, if you just set it and forget it on financial advice, I think you can make a nice pretty penny on this move. Russell's IWM is coming down. I like to see that. I do like that. A little bit of bearish momentum to the downside. That's not wrong. That's not bad. That's not bad. I want to see that keep going. Let's just keep testing it. New lows. New lows, baby. Like I said, pre-market 2% up as soon as it's opened down. Did BBAI... I haven't taken a trade yet. I'm relaxing, just observing, being patient. You gotta keep calm, keep cool. SBET is actually looking interesting, guys. At these lows, I mean, if it come test that 236 support level, SBET looking a little nice. I wouldn't sleep on this thing. I would not sleep on this thing. This thing has shown that it can make massive rips. I do like how we're making a nice little high and a low. We got a low here. We're not really breaking trend. Consolidation working out so far. IWM coming down. Oh, SPY, excuse me, that's SPY. Let's go take a look at BBAI real quick. We got our boy telling us something. He's telling us something. We gotta. Oh wow, LiDAR. All right, so touch that trend line. Look how beautifully it touched that trend line. Look at that rejection off that. Dude, you can't make this shit up. Look at the rejection off the trend line I drew this morning. This ascending wedge. You see how price is respected? You see how price literally just smacked that trend line? You can't make this shit up. Now it's coming back to retest it. If we break out of it, but look at the beautiful touch. I just love this. Look at that. Look at that candle touch, that wick touch. Rejection. Okay? There's people in the market that strictly just trades off trend lines. It's gonna break out of it. If it breaks out of it, this thing's, oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm gonna second rejection. Huge rejection. So you can arguably say, is that a, no, it's not a double top yet. I'm gonna take a look at BBEI. Give me 1 second. This is just magnificent to see. Off of this ascending wedge. Off of this ascending wedge, LiDAR. Alright, a little bit of bearish activity. Still watching market. SPY coming down, IWM coming down. Alright, let's turn on BBAI real quick. Yep. Yep. I suspected as well. Yep. Bearish momentum is intact. Shit, what are the puts on this thing? Sorry, I'm gonna have to see if I can short this real quick, make some money. Short dated puts. Let me see where BBAI stands real quick. Maybe I can. Oh, there's a 4-day. All right, premiums. Let's buy a put. Open interest 7,000 on 4-day short dated. Premiums are not so bad. Break evens at 697. Do I believe 697 is the bottom? Oh yeah, we can totally buy one. You want to buy a put? Oh yeah. I think we can get there. Maybe I can do a little bit more extra. Wow, premiums on the $7.50 strikes are looking good. Is the market all right? And then one thing I always like to do, I like to see IWM and SPY act as a battery. That is a rule that I do. I don't trade unless I see the continuation down. If IWM and SPY give me that battery, that gives me better odds. So as long as the trend is coming down on these two indicators, oh yeah, looking bearish. So that gives me a nice open interest is piling up on the 750 puts on the 4 days. Premiums, it just went up 5 cents. Fuck me. It just went up 5 cents. It literally just went up 5 fucking cents. Fuck. I'm gonna have to wait. Let me see the IV. Yeah, IV is 114. I can't do it now. Fuck. Yeah. It's so annoying, man. I literally saw it at 55 cents. It went up 5 cents, 60 cents now. Jesus Christ. I can't. Maybe if I can get that 5 cent discount again. Let me see if I can get that 5 cent. Core is flying. I'm just watching it sidelines. Wonderful. Oh, wonderful. Just said something. Guys, I only have one screen. I left my other computer at my other house. Corsair. Let's take a look at Corsair real quick. Oh my god. Oh my Oh my days, Corsair. Wow. Just wow. Dude, this ticker, man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Dude, that's already 6% on market open. Dude. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Corsair is absolutely wild. LiDAR now making new highs. Look at these massive rejection areas. Yeah, this is massive. Huge. Let's see if we can catch a trade at least. Alright, so premiums now. Let me see. There's still 60 cents. Short dated. And August so-and-so. I think it's August 7th. We have earnings. So I think we can still give it a little bit of a nice little push down. Just saying. Weeble giving, oh, nice double bottom on Weeble. Let's see if we can double bottom and then get a light a move up. This is gonna be interesting. So double bottom, double back tested. That's 1594. Looking like it wants to come test it again. BBAI. Let's put on LIDR. At least we know LIDR wants to come and break out of $6. It just wants to go up only, and it seems like it's going to do that. It looks like it wants it. It literally wants it. All right. SPY catching a nice little bid. Yeah. Rejection again on LiDAR, 629. IWM. Keeping an eye on market. Look, all right. So this is now touching again, 1594. 1594. You get the 5 SMA going on Webull. You actually might just start a momentum swing to the upside. Keep an eye on Webull real quick. LIDR just 40. Okay, here we go. Breaking down, question mark. It looks like it wants it. No. Look at that. That is at 1, 2, 3 touches. 3 touches at 1594. 2. Oh, wow. Massive, massive red candle to the downside. Not so bad. It's a good start of the morning, though. I do like to see a little bit of a retracement on some tickers, especially after a huge run up. This does not make me mad at all. It makes me actually happy. I can start considering puts, just waiting on confirmation. Market, let's see, let's do a little rundown. I do like what I see. Nice little weakness in the market thus far. It's not so bad. You can catch these candles, these tickers at a discount. Not so bad, so far so good. I'm not entering any trades yet. I will consider puts on what's it, BBAI? I'll consider puts. All right, IWM getting a nice little weekly, looking weak. I like IWM coming down, baby. This is good. Come on, baby. It just did a nice little descending scallop play and rejection off that 22473. Ooh, massive red candle. The key support level here, 224. Yep, bought it. Key support here. So 22431, double bottom, and we're testing it. Obviously, you're gonna get your little buy orders, blah blah blah. Momentum indicator over flux, telling me that we are actually showing. Little bullish divergence on the 1 minute. I ain't stressed about that. Webull, keep coming down, baby. Keep breaking down. For those of you that don't know, I'm eyeing Webull, trying to catch this thing at the ultimate bottom, but I need these guys, SPY and Russell, to just reject. LiDAR wants to continue moving up. Multiple rejection off the 630, but momentum is so strong. You got the 5 EMA and your 10 EMA rolling right under the candle, so I would not be surprised. Webull selling off. I mean, 1576. Love it. IWM and SPY acting as a battery, and then LiDAR just completely moving on up, trying to break resistance at 630. Oh my God, Webull breaking or hitting that key resistance line 236. I expect a wick reaction here. A wick reaction. Looks like a support here at 236. That's fair enough. Look at that wick. That's exactly what I expected. 236 will be an interesting area. See if we can find support here. I'll be shocked if we do a continuation down on that 236, 1573. But that's to be expected. But I love what I see so far. Momentum to the downside. LiDAR catching, breaking above 630. Wants it, really just wants it. I mean, this could be a 50% play on. You can actually catch another 7%. Not financial advice on this thing. But beautiful reaction. We got the wick. And are we going to continue down? Question mark. Webull, yes. Webull, give me the discounts. IWM breaking down. Love it. Nice little retracement in the overall market. I absolutely love to see this. Absolutely love to see this. We've been having a 3-month run. 3-month run. I think it was due for a nice little pullback. Nice little pullback. Let me see if we can catch the bottom of some trades. Catch the bottom of some trades. Probably play some puts. Love it. LiDAR, if you're looking for the play to long anything, not financial advice, LIDR just making another leg up. Alright, Coursera, massive sell-off, but key support on the VWAP. Really, really nice to see on this Coursera. 5% move. Overall, 8% approximate swing trade on this morning up. ASPI 2%, negative 2%. Good to see. So looks a little trending here on SPY. So we just draw a nice little ray. Nice little ray here, and that's your key rejection line. Let me just make it better, make it cleaner. All right, let me see. Boom. No, I see resistance here. So I'm gonna leave that ray channel. I'm gonna ray trend line. It adds confluence, rejection, support, rejection. All right, we'll just add it there. Not the cleanest, but we'll leave it there for a second. So far, so good. We're rejecting this trend line. Let's see if we can continue to the downside. Let me see if I can get some puts going, because I need to make some money. Watching. Watching RZLV. Ooh, RZLV. What about these little memes? Oh yeah, let me check D-Nut. What's going on with D-Nut? Ooh, 7% on the trade. I mean, 7% rejection. Wow, huge sell-off this morning. Huge. Actually, can I get one more? D-Nut. What are the puts? 60 cents. 4 days. 181 IV. Premium IV. Break even 395. I can totally see that. 4 day too. Do I see it though? That's the question. Jesus Christ. Can we actually get some? Wow, D-Nut absolutely looking like it's going to break another leg down. I mean, I would not mind to see this break even lower. IWM breaking down. Great. Wow, massive sell-off. LiDAR. Massive sell-off. LiDAR. Whoa, that's very interesting. Very. Whoa. Wow, look at this. Look at that candle. IWM breaking down. Russell is not looking good today. Oh, this is heavy put action today. Yeah, I'm gonna buy some. Puts. Buy some puts. Ooh, LiDAR again. Does LiDAR have an options chain? Wow, there's a ticker called LiDAR. No, there's no options chain on LIDR. That's absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. IWM continuously breaking down. Looks like Weeble wants to try and make a massive leg up again, but I don't know. I don't think we'll have the opportunity. Could be wrong, could be right. But it found the bottom of 1565. 1565. Give it the rejection that it needs. Give it the rejection that it needs. Give it the rejection that it needs, baby. 1585. That's a question mark. Let me see if we can actually found support at 1575. So found support at 15. So let's see if we can sustain that. Will be interesting to see. Will be very interesting to see how Weeble plays out this morning. I do like how we found support at the 236. So it's looking good so far. It's looking good so far. LIDR absolutely getting trashed. Absolutely getting demolished. I do not mind the sell-off this morning. Absolutely not. Okay. Let's continue forward, my peeps. Trading large temporarily halted by NASDAQ. Oh, it is. We just got a halt on on LiDAR. That's interesting. Why would they halt LIDR? Wow, they halted it. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. Pretty biased, huh? Pretty interesting. That's impressive. They halted LiDAR. They halted LiDAR. Interesting. That's very interesting. Nice morning sell-off here on IWM. But they halted LiDAR. Okay, that's interesting. Did my music stop? That's not cool. Let's put on my favorite little hip-hop music. Let's put it back a little bit. All right. Nice little morning sell-off. So we're just keeping an eye out here, seeing what's going on with the market overall. Market overall, holding it down. We're keeping a nice little eye on the market. Interesting where LiDAR is going to end up being because it had a halt. We're keeping an eye on LIDR. I might actually throw something at this. Maybe just put $100 at this thing, not financial advice. I actually might consider it. It could be something special. It could be something special. What's my overall average? What's my overall average on this? What is my overall average? $50. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Sorry guys, I'm just observing a trade right now. I'm in a trade. Can't say which one yet. But I'm excited I bought it at the bottom. Oh man, I'm happy with it. AMPX sideways, ADA, not looking saucy. D nut. Oh man, if you're talking about put positioning, this would be a great massive. Actually, let me see if I can get a nice little put action here. I'm just gonna do it. Don't give a shit anymore. It's just completely overbought. I'm just gonna buy a put. 60 cents premium 4-day strike, $4.50 strikes are looking good. Volatility, I can do in the money. Open interest is 165, but the premium IV is high as fuck right now. Oh man, am I really gonna break evens at 377? If it breaks this resistance line, this key support at 4.6, that'll give me some confidence. Just stay within means. Stay within means. You know, just stay within means. Let's see what happens. LiDAR still halted. Impressive to say the least. Impressive. Impressive, not gonna lie. Come on, baby. Do the locomotion. D-nut. Still LiDAR halted. LiDAR is halted. Wow. Where are we gonna go, LiDAR? Where are you going to go, Mr. LiDAR? Let's see where we are heading to, Mr. LiDAR. We're watching it. We're watching it. All right, are we gonna break it? Are we gonna break it? Wow, LiDAR is still... Seriously? Still halted. Impressive. Impressive. 5 minute on the on Webull. You're above your 10 in EMA. You're above your 10 and 5 EMA. Looking good, looking good. LiDAR still not looking saucy right now. Let's see what the chat is. Chat, we good? Get the push up. Get the push up. IWM looking like the EMAs are now going to roll up. Oh, all right, here we go. LiDAR is unhalted, unhalted. Let's see. Whoa, breaking down to the downside. You can't make this shit up. Breaking down to the downside. Selling off. Selling off. That's catching a nice support level, though. Catching the support level. Looking like 490. That's impressive. Impressive to say the least. Webull catching a nice little scallop play. Is that a divergence? You love to see it. Look at that nice buy up. You just love to see stuff like this. They said, "Nope, I'm buying the discount." They're buying the discount. They're not buying. They're buying the discount. There it is, folks. Look at that now. Nice little bip. Love to see it. So 488. And now look at the massive candle sell-off. So this looks like a nice little continuation, potential run-up that's about to pan out on Webull. LiDAR 13. Man, am I going to justify buying this? LiDAR is in a very impressive price point, actually. I mean, LIDR. LIDR. Huh. I mean, this is a hype play. It's very, very hypey. Super hypey play. Webull catching that 5, 10, and 20 EMA. You love to see it. Bought up its support. And now finding a little bit of life here. And LIDR. Still rejection up to 200 moving average, but I like what I see on Webull right now. Looking like a nice setup. Sold off in the morning. Can't complain about that. Usually happens. And then finding your reasoning for people to buy this thing at your 5 and 10 EMAs. So far so good in terms of where Webull is. Let's see if it's sustainable. Wow, LIDR completely had a huge, nice little sell-off, but could be a nice opportunity for some folks. Talk about a morning ripper. This thing had a massive run this morning, I'll tell you that. Massive run this morning. Alright, let me see the chat. Massive run. Can't make this stuff up. Okay. Jesus Christ, can I hold the phone? Can the phone stay still, please? Alright, let's go. Alright, so it looks like that bottom was a sign of support. And people are buying the shit out of it. It was a key sign of support. You broke into the bear zone. You got bought up right away. So if you're looking for that confirmation, not saying anything, but your indicators are telling you something. Your indicators, your oscillators are telling you a story. Russell's nice little bit. Nice little bit. Nice little bippity bit. Webull making strides. I love seeing Webull catch life, especially at the bottom dip. Uh-oh. SPY looking like a rebound. Coming back to life. Russell and SPY coming back to life. Absolutely massive. Just massive, massive, massive. You just never know with the market. You just never really know with the market. You can't make this shit up. Weeble. You can't make this shit up. Alright. So I guess you guys already know I'm probably already... I made a trade on Weeble this morning. Rejection off this. Look at this beautiful trend line on LiDAR. Rejection off this ascending wedge that I drew, and it's respecting it. Let's take a look at Coursera. Coursera catching a nice steady position. I'm on Weeble right now, just 1 segundo. Let me find a resistance. Oh, the resistance was at wow, I bought it at support. I bought it at support. Ah, man, I love buying tickers at support. I love buying tickers at support. Man, oh man. Obviously, we have a huge resistance at $16.54. I am not stressing right now. I'm comfortable. I am absolutely comfortable with my trade. Sitting comfortably. Nice little rounding bottom. Had the test. I can't make this stuff up. I'm already up. Give me 3% on the day. You know what? Break 236 today. You break the 236 today, man. You're gonna make your Weeble's gonna fly. You got to break the 236 today, though. So I'm asking for a 4% trade today. Break 4%. Give me the 236, and I'll. Wow. So D-Nut completely about to test support. So if you didn't buy puts, let me see what D-Nut puts are. Ooh, wait a minute. So D-Nut put premiums are now up another 5 cents. So now they're 65 cents. The premiums on the D-Nut puts are 65 cents. So it's almost your own, not guaranteed, but high statistics that you are going to hit that key support level here at 405. Is open interest building up on the 4-5 strike? 4-5 strike looking steady on the 4-5 strike. So, but the premiums went up another 5.5. Well, it's 65 cents. So 0.005. It's a little bit too risky. IV is going up at 192. So 4 days, 450 strikes, 65 cents. They just went up. DVN looks like it still got some legs. DVN, let's take a look at DVN, my boy in the Discord. Shout out to Wonderful, my boy hooking it up. The guy's been active recently, love it. Lighter catching a little bit of support here. We do see, I see a double bottom rejection here. Key resistance. So take a look at this, guys. Take a look at this. Look. So we double bottom break, and look at the rejection now at this main support level. We broke out of the support. Testing it, and rejection. So I like to draw boxes, right, to give you a visualization, right? Look at this. Right? So now we have this rejection box. I love to draw visuals to give you an idea of what the market trend is. This is just the way I do. This is how I play the markets. But it's always nice to draw boxes to get an idea where price action is either entering, leaving, coming back to, yada yada yada. So IWM looking like it wants to catch a nice little downward action. So far so good. Weeble, I mean, guys, let me make sense of this. Potentially the PDT rule is going to come down to 5,000, right? That's what they want to come and break it down to, the new PDT rule. And if you have the opportunity to bring down the PDT rule to 2,000 a trade, right? On was it margin or something like that? What was it? Yeah, I think on margin accounts. So Hood makes money off a transaction per transaction, right? Webull is going to be no different. You break down the PDT rule to 2,000. That's going to bring what? More liquidity in these stocks. Webull, Robinhood. These guys are just going to be soaring. Then you have the crypto situation going on. That's another catalyst. So these investment platforms like Hood and Webull, my opinion only, this is just a start. This is just a start off of these companies. You know, they make money off of transaction fees. So bringing down the PDT rule to 2,000, are you crazy? That's huge. 25,000, no more. 2,000 bare minimum? Are you kidding me? Get the hell out of here. You're going to bring in so much liquidity into the markets, and then that's going to be more fees. These guys are going to be winning long term. So it's just something to consider. Think about it. LiDAR catching another bit. I mean, whoa, the ask is hitting hard. Look at that. 47. Nice little retracement on the overall market today. Can't complain. Can't complain. D-Nut. Oh my God, your premiums are just going up. I mean, now, Jesus. Let me check the premium puts on these. So 65, break even, 390. I mean, you're about to hit it. You're about to hit it. Can I actually print? 4 days strike? 4 days. Can I do it? Oh my God, am I really going to pray high IV? Am I really going to? All right. I bought a put. What do you mean partially filled? Just fill it. What do you mean it got partially filled? All right, now I got filled. All right, let's see if we can make some money on the downside on D-Nut. For Christ's sake. All right, I got to put on D-Nut. I feel like we're gonna break down the 406. We break down the 406. We're gonna be printing our put. I'll pay the high premium. I'm gonna close it for the day. I'm not gonna hold contracts overnight. I feel like we can make some I think we can break below the 406. I think we can seriously get there. Once I'm profit on D-Nut, if I'm profit on my put, I am selling. I'm not holding it. I am not holding it at all. Wow, Bull making a nice little run up. Bull making a nice little run up today. I like to see that. I do like to see that. So I guess this trade is working out perfectly for me. I love it. Bull is the only, I think it's going to be the only trade I'm going to hold on to. I'm thinking about it. Let me see what the chat is. I'm watching my put on D-Nut. I do really think we can get to 390. I think we can sell off a little bit more. All right, so I'm going to let go of LiDAR. Coming down a little bit. This is actually really good because I do have a trend line on LiDAR. Catching a little bit of a resistance here on Webull at 1630. Not so bad. Let me check. Open's coming down as well, 1.2%. So everything's a little bit stagnant, a little bit sideways. Nothing crazy, left or right. Until, like I said, I still got this harmonic completion here at that $18 mark. I still think we can still break it down. I still think we can break it down. LiDAR breaking down the trend line. Breaking below the trend line. Breaking below the trend line. Love to see it. Okay? Love to see it. Let me go and put D-Nut in here. D-Nut. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Break it, break it, break it, breaker, breaker. Alright. Already up a couple hundred on my trade. Wow, beautiful. I'm already up a couple hundred on my trade. I am absolutely ecstatic. Ecstatic. Love it. Alright. D-Nut absolutely making a nice little bit. I want it to come down, baby. Otherwise, my put is going to get cooked. My put is going to get cooked. That's a descending scallop. Rejection on the 10 EMA. Let's see. Yep. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's keep it going, baby. Keep it going. You bought a support of 406. Just break below the 390. Break below the 390. We'll call it even, okay? We'll call it even. I'll even buy you dinner. A LiDAR catching a nice little support here at 458. Is it truly support? Guys, I would not sleep on LiDAR. I'll tell you that much. I would not sleep on LiDAR. I would not sleep on LiDAR. Up a couple hundred. And DVN looks like it still got some legs. Might squeeze a bit more the next level. Oh yeah, let me take a look at DVN. My bad. I keep deviating. Let's take a look at DVN real quick. Oh, so LiDAR found some. Actually, hold up. Oh man, this is where we deviate. So when I see this, when we break back into a trend line, this is super bullish in terms of upside potential here because price wants to stay within a range. So when I see stuff like that, that just gives me confidence that, you know, we're not breaking below a certain level. So my guy, volume is absolutely massive at 95 million. Massive at 95 million. All right, so D-Nut breaking down. Love it. Come on, just break below the 406. 406, and we're calling it even. Oh yeah, DVN. I'm so sorry. See, I do that all the time. DVN. All right, let's see what the hell's going on over here with this company. No idea what this company is. Oh my god. All right, first things first. Massive move to the upside as of on the monthly chart. Looks like it's a scallop. A scallop. Right, scallop. Yep. Yep. Finding support? Question mark. Let's turn it on into the weekly. Oh, it does dividends. It does dividends. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Jesus Christ! Can this thing stop moving? 1 second. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, so I do like it. We're making higher lows. That's good. That's a good trend. I like that. I do like that. That's not so bad. All right. That's good, but still making lower highs though. So just gotta be careful with this, brother. Just be very, very careful with this. That's just my opinion. I can always be wrong. I'm an idiot at the end of the day. Do not take financial advice from somebody like me. Alright? I could be wrong, always. Alright, so this is asymmetrical triangle formation here. So I'll wait for confirmation off this weekly trend line. If we can at least get a touch somewhere, you know, we can confirm that. But in terms of the short-term trend, I see a rejection here off this trend line here. All right, so look at that rejection here. That's obviously adding confluence to this rejection. I'll wait for confirmation. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches on the upper side, and then 2 touches on the bottom. So technically, this is a confirmation on the weekly. This is a good sign. Now you got to break out of this trend. So $34 is your rejection line. Okay, and we can add confluence because look at the multiple rejection here, and now here. So this is how you can draw quick patterns off the rip. See price action right off the rip. Is it favorable? Are you playing puts? Or you're not actually speaking of puts? Fuck. How am I not watching my put over here? I got to put on D-Nut over here, and I'm not watching it. Very dangerous of me. Jesus Christ. What the hell's wrong with me? Come on, baby. Break it down, baby. Just break it. Give that 12, give it 14%. Okay, just give it 14%. Alright? I won't be mad. I won't be mad. Just break it, man. Just break it. Be happy with it. Call it a day. Bingo bango. All right. One second. Just watching my put here. Just waiting for something to dip. LiDAR, 10% still. Found some bounce. So far, so good. Everything's looking like a little choppy. Nothing crazy is going on right now. I'm in a trade right now. I'm in 2 trades right now. I got to put on D-Nut and Weeble. I got shares only. Shares only. Shares only. Let's go. Nice little bip bip. All right. Jesus, why is the fan hitting so hard? Jesus. Weeble coming down at 15,236. LiDAR. A SPY. Nice little candle. Nice little retracement candle here on SPY. Can't argue with that. Nice little retracement candle on SPY. Pretty solid though. Pretty solid retracement. LiDAR. $4.61. Rolled out a DVN 382 to catch a LiDAR dip at 4.7. Let's see if it bounces from here. I think you can. Yeah, no, LiDAR, listen, I'm watching LiDAR as well. It's at a very, very interesting support right now. So I'm just keeping an eye on this thing. I'm very, very much keeping an eye on this thing. It looks like it's consolidating. I mean, in terms of where she's at. Not consolidating, but it's just sitting nicely at a nice area of support. Like it's found a bottom. Right? You know, we'll confirm that once it goes. Maybe comes back to 460. You know, we'll confirm it in a few, but you know, looking good so far. We'll confirm it in a few. We will confirm it. Come on, baby. Show me the money. Ooh, ah. Oh, my back hurts. Looking good. Everything's a little bit neutral. I'm so tired right now. I am so tired. Alright, here we go. So LiDAR coming back down to 459-ish. At least coming back test that 460 zone. 460. Still holding on. Still holding on. Let's see. Let's see. Do a little back test. See if it's going to hold it. Market's a little bit choppy right now. Just Weeble finds support at 236 at 1580. Just a little bit of choppiness, Weeble. All right, here we go. Looks like it's coming back down to $4.60. LiDAR. Double bottom. Let's see if we don't break down below it. Let's see if we don't break down below it. Alright, looks like it wants to bounce. That's good. Looking good. Looking good. Will it hold? Alright. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Will it hold? I mean, we did have a massive run up. So respectfully, you kind of want a nice little pullback at the new liquidity coming in, and you call it a day, right? you call it a day. So we just gotta find there it is. Get the 5 EMA rolling under the candle. Get that 5 EMA rolling under the candle, and you're gonna be in a solid trade. In a solid trade. RZLV 3%. ADA. Oh, Bitcoin's just in a box, range bound. So neither here, neither there. Okay, neither here, neither there. All right. Come on, baby. Do the locomotion. Looks like IWM wants to catch a little bit of a bid. Okay, so here we are. LiDAR's catching the 5 EMA about to roll under the candle. You found a double bottom support, and then your 5 is rolling right under. So technically, this would be something I'd be interested in terms of finding a trend reversal. I would look at double bottoms and then find your 5 EMA. Start rolling as a support for some of these candles. That's how we get into these plays little by little. Then I personally want to add a little bit of confluence, adding that 10. And if you get the double bottom confirmation upside, then trend upwards above the 5 and the 10 EMA. Then that'll get me comfortable showcasing that, hey, we found support, and we're writing now the EMAs. And then obviously you do a little resistance. Look, we're testing the trend line again. We're back into this trend line base. Personally, I like what I see with LiDAR. This is how you start the reversal. Touch that 10, get that wick. Rejection, boom. Yep, that's good. That's what we want to see. Touch that trend line, get into it. Rejection or above it. You get above the trend line, you get above the 10, then I would consider this a nice little potential reversal. Potential. All right, you're above you broke. Oh, this is divergence here on. Oh, that's even divergence here on the micro. On the 1 minute, you find divergences everywhere on the 1 minute. So it's not as reliable on the 5. I mean, it wouldn't be as reliable as the larger time frames. But this is how technically you get into these trades, right? You get into like these small little micro trades. You make a 2-3% scalp and you call it a day. Some people do that, some people don't. Not financial advice. You do what you got to do. Okay. So far, looking good though. I do like what I see on LIDR. Anything can happen though. We can completely just reverse triple bottom here, touch the 460 breakdown, right? So it's just got to keep the momentum. But in terms of volatility, this is your textbook definition of the most of volume coming in. Look at 102 volume, absolutely, like overall, you like absolutely crazy volume, right? Look at that. Weeble trying to catch life, man. IWM, sideways chop. Can't argue with that. Sideways chop. Can't argue with that. So it looks like triple bottom. Oh, I need coffee. If I get one more cup, that's going to be 4 cups in one day. 4 cups of coffee in one day. So IWM and SPY looking good. Weeble looking great. So look at how Weeble did a double bottom. This is a perfect example. Look. So take a look at this, right? So look at Weeble, for example. You notice the double bottom here? This is what I love. I love to trade these. I love to trade these like reversals. You see this double bottom? You can even, this is like a, I also sometimes call it a rounding top junior. Rounding top, double bottom, whatever you want to call it. And look, at key support, where it's previous found, you had one touch here, confirmation breakdown, one touch here, and then the triple, right? And then call it a quad. But for this rounding top, double bottom, then you get your 5 and then your 10 EMA line off this rounding bottom. You can argue that they found support. Traders love this confirmation. This confirmation here, look at that wick about to print. If that wick actually prints, this is going to go crazy. If that wick actually prints to the bull side, that's going to go crazy. We need volume though. Let me see volume. Volume is a little bit stagnant, nothing crazy. Man, if that wick printed the way I thought it was going to about to print, it's still bullish, but I wanted that. Typically when you see dragonfly dojis like that, you just really break your EMAs. Yes, I mean, the next candle is obvious, like, hey, we found support, let's buy the shit up. But I would have loved to see that candle absolutely just rip. But look how beautiful you found this bottom support, and then now you're writing your EMAs. And look at the reversal now. Your 5, your 10, your 20. Now you're above the 50 SMA. You're hitting the 50 EMA. Like, I love these reversal trends, especially on these small time frames, because this is how you get into trade. This is what you call a trend reversal, potential trade reversal. We can still trend down without question, because look at your overall market sentiment. IWM and SPY absolutely not doing overall good, and look, LIDAR breaking down. So in terms of risk reward, you watch your overall trend sentiment, market sentiment, and then you take the trade based on, you know, what you believe is set for you, right? But I like where we are in terms of Webull. I believe we found a nice little macro bottom. This is a 236, right? I did the... Yeah, so as I stated before, the 236 macro, if we can close candles above the 236, man, you got something special. Closing candles above the 236 can really set this ticker going. All right, I think we have earnings not too far from today. I think we have earnings, what, like next week or something? I could be off. But people love this ticker in terms of the potential upside, where, you know, you got the crypto market coming in, you got the PDT rule about to switch up. We just need to find a little bit of more caveat. Like, for example, you're closing below the 5 EMA. That's not healthy. That's not good. I mean, close above the 5 EMA. That's great. You know, get the ball rolling. We'll start from there. We're still above the 10. So, good signs, right? Nice little leg. Got a low and a higher low. So, nothing crazy, but this is how you make, like, nice little momentum opportunity, swing trades. You just never know. I think they really like Webull around this range. They really like Webull around this range. So LIDAR catching a descending scallop play. So descending scallop continuation. They become longer and then weaker. But eventually we'll find the bottom. Let's actually try and find the bottom on LIDAR real quick. Alright, I got LIDAR pulled up. Let's pull up the 1 hour. So we broke below this ascending wedge channel. Triangle. You can argue you're still within the range or opportunity to get back in. Typically, they come back and retest the trend line, and that's how you'll know that the pattern's still intact. So breaking down below it is totally fine, because we go in larger time frames, they look like wicks, right? They look like wicks. Turn on the daily real quick. Just massive wicks. So I think we can change now the argument. Hold on, I think we can now just fix the trend line a little bit, because now that I'm noticing, no, well, I'll leave it the same. So yeah, I'm gonna fix it up a little bit, because patterns in charts can always be adjusted. All right, so let me go on smaller time frames. All right, I'll leave that there for now. I adjusted a little bit. You can always adjust it depending on your risk or risk assessment. Everybody's different. I do like the rejection here. Bring it down, and then boom, call it a day. We'll just consider that a nice little ascending wedge continuation. So I'll respect it, because I see here closing body candles, and we had a wick here. So you can always adjust it, still within this ascending wedge. That just add confluence, right? So I'll consider this as my drawing. Drawings can be changed, and you take the trade. Everybody's different. All right, I'm still in. Oh, my puts. Jesus Christ. All right, my put is about to print. It is printing, actually. Why? Oh, yes. All right, we're touching it again. Double bottom on smaller time frames. Let's go on 5. Boom, breaking that trend line. 306. Look at the key support. Break below it, bitch. Break below it. Come on. Break below it. Come on, please. Wishful thinking. Get the prints. Come on, baby. I got to put on D-nut. Not financial advice. I'm paying high premium. I'm closing my position as soon as I hit positive. I don't give a shit if I'm up 1% or 2. I don't give a shit. I just like trading puts. That's just me. I just love making money on puts. I don't know why. I just enjoy it more. It's more fun. I trade more when it's going down. Alright, let's go, baby. Still finding support. Weeble making new legs and then finding support. Rejection. Let's see if we can get a continuation. But overall market's a little bit choppy. Overall market is a little bit choppy. Come on, LiDAR. Finding something. Finding something. Excuse me, guys. I haven't had enough. I worked out this morning. I'm so tired. I am so freaking tired. Come on, Weeble. Come on, close above 6. Close above the 236 today. All right, close above the 236, man. I'll be super happy. All right, that is not a good sign. IWM completely selling off. D-nut. All right, we're breaking the trend. We broke below the trend. Let me check my put. All right, let's go. Breaking the trend. That's a good start. Puts are not yet printing, but they look good. They look good. Come on, baby. Come on. Do the locomotion. I don't know why that song is in my head. LiDAR. Alright, I'm just going to keep it on. I'll leave it on LiDAR. This is what happened with LiDAR. We had a sell-off, and then pre-market and post-market, it just completely fucking... It rocketed, right? So... LiDAR still can potentially make massive waves. Can still potentially make massive waves. Alright, let's just do this. I gotta keep an eye on my assets. Alright. Come on, baby. I'm so freaking tired, guys. Come on, baby. Let me see on the 1 hour. Wow, IWM completely just sideways. Just massive sideways. Weeble support line at 236. We got a huge wall at the what was my macro? Oh no, we're above the 236 actually. Am I really? Wait, why is that trend line there though? Am I crazy? Hold on 1 second. No, the trend, the 236 is at the 1654. So how the am I getting the oh, D-nut. My put. Come on, baby. Where is this micro? What is this fucking trend line? I'm so confused on that. Gotta really draw better. Oh well. Market selling off, baby. Oh wow. Okay, so my put position. All right. Oh wow. All right. Now my puts are printing. Now my puts are printing. My puts are printing. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Alright, I think I'm gonna... Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Hold up, guys. Hold up. I want to hit at least a certain percentage before I sell. I want to hit a certain percentage before I sell. I want to hit a certain percentage before I sell. I am greedy. I am greedy. Come on, baby. Come on. Looking good, looking good. Holding it down. 1 second, 1 segundo. Chupacabra. You want some chupacabra? Nice little rejection here. A nice little exhaustion at on IWM and SPY recently. So two is that? No, that's okay. Krispy Kreme is on top. I thought I was going crazy. I thought that was IWM. All right, so I think we can still juice it. I think we can still freaking juice it. Come on, baby. That's right. Break the 4. Break the 4. We're going to the fucking moon. Break the 4. We're going to the moon. Alright, I'm watching LiDAR as well. Potential positioning. In terms of looking good. The overall market, a little bit of choppiness. Come on, baby. D-nut, break it, baby. LiDAR catching a nice bounce. Ooh. I like seeing those candles. Affirmative action, as I call it. Affirmative action. Got people out there that are confirming that this is the bounce. They are confirming that's the bounce, not financial advice. All right, D-nut looking like it wants to hit that 4. Once you break 4, then it's looking good. I actually might have to cancel the trade. There you go. Stay up to date with notifications maybe later. What did she say? Alright, here we go. Puts are about to be printing. Come on, baby. Alright, I'm still puts. Come on. Come on. LiDAR looking good, I'm not gonna lie. Looks like a great opportunity. Come on, baby. We are looking sassy. Alright, we're about to touch $4. Let's go. Break it. Let's go. Break it. Just give it to me. We're touching it again. That's the key here. We're touching it again. Looks like Weeble found support at the 236. Doesn't want to break below it. So that's a good sign, right? We're now just in consolidation phase. Just keep an eye on D-nut and LiDAR right now. SPY, just also keep an eye on it. I'm getting greedy. I'm up in my put, but I'm not happy with the gains. I'm not happy with the gains. I want more. I want more. I think we can get 390. I think we get 390. We're getting a nice little sell-off this morning. I do like seeing that on... What the hell? Oh my god, that's not even SPY. Dude, what the fuck? Dude, oh my god, I thought that was SPY. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Come on, break $4. Dude, I thought that was SPY. Why does it keep doing that? Alright, LiDAR catching a bounce. Man, LiDAR at these prices is really making me interested. LiDAR at these prices really got me interested. LiDAR really got me interested at these prices. Shit, I might actually... Let me see LiDAR. LiDAR really got me interested at these prices. Man, oh man, look at the bounce on that too. RSI. Let me check the 1 hour. Yeah, that was a nice bounce. Is it too soon or too late? That wick is significant. Let me see the daily. Yeah, we're overbought. We're overbought. But this is an Nvidia play. I mean, is it really overbought? Look at your weekly though. Which one was it? Oh yeah, your monthly says, fuck no, we're not. We're just getting out of the bear zone on the monthly. Your weekly says overbought, right? That doesn't mean jack shit. Your 3 days says we're warming up. We're already scalding a shit. So, nice little retracement doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. So, we're keeping an eye out. So, DNUT doesn't want to break the $4. And we kind of need a little bit of battery push to the downside on SPY and IWM. So, just waiting out the market, overall market sentiment, see if we can find a nice little position. Find a nice little position here. DNUT, it's just trying to survive the $4 touch. If it breaks below the $4, it's absolutely going down. It's just going to break new legs. It's going to break new legs. Alright, my DNUT position is up. My DNUT position, I'm going to sell. My 5 contract. I'm selling. Sold. Made a nice little profit on my put position on DNUT. And we are cooking. We are cooking. We are cooking. People got scared off that massive sell-off on DVN or on LiDAR. Are you talking about LiDAR? Sorry, I'm just looking into the Discord. I'm going back and forth between Discord. I really do like LiDAR though at these little lows, man. These little lows are very, very interesting price points. It's interesting to see. We're touching now the breaking below the 236 on Webull. I already sold. Nice little profit, small little profit, but I sold the momentum breaking below the EMAs. I'll get back in. RZLV. Ooh, Intel breaking down. It's just neither here nor there, so that's good to know. Open, just massive inverted hammer candle right on the 12 hour. Let's see what the daily looks like. Just looks like it's a spinning top. So spinning top is very neutral, nothing crazy. Bitcoin Mara close upside 260. So a little bit of support here on Webull. So just finding support. LiDAR still holding it down. Still holding on LiDAR. Okay. I do like LiDAR. I'm watching LiDAR. Not lying. So look at your weekly on LiDAR. Look, you got a spinning top on LiDAR on the 3-day, right? That's not bad. That's neutral. That's good. We found at least a base. Then your weekly still nothing crazy, just a nice little rejection. You get an exhaustion here at these. You just made a massive move to the upside. But your monthly, look at the monthly on this. Let me see what you're still deep into the bear zone. So it's like price is now touching it just wants to make moves. So, are you crazy to buy at these lows? No. Are you risking? Yeah. But if you're right, you're right, right? You throw Trump change at this, you know, it is a massive deal. It's just people taking profits at these lows. It's just, are you going to stomach the downside when it does make moves to the downside? Like right now, right? What's it worth? You don't think it's worth $6, but we had a 34% sell-off off of massive moves, so people took profits. But now you're technically consolidating, right? Hell, I'm actually really considering this. I may offer and sell from time to time, offering price of up to 75 million common stock. So it does offerings. What? May offer and sell from time to time, offering price. Common stock SEC filing. Really? That's interesting. Ooh. I don't like the smell of that. So people took profits and they're just running away from it now. Latest stock, new hub, track press release, LiDAR innovation, autonomous vehicle. No, I got it. Is this new news, Mr.? Let me go visit the site real quick. And we have some dickhead trying to add me as a friend request. Little piece of shit. I've got a scammer trying to add me as a friend request. Like, you can't. Seriously, guys. These scammers have no lives, dude. No respect. They're absolutely just garbage. Absolute garbage. Alright, let me see the news. Combines 1 kilometer range LiDAR with NVIDIA AI for smart infrastructure. Multiple deployments already live in airports and logistics. The article's from today. Really? Really? That's so much upside. Kilometers out? Like, kilometers? Like, that's hella bullish. That's hella bullish. Huh. That's impressive. That's impressive. Let me check SBET. Let me check SBET real quick. SBET. So nothing crazy, just a little bit more retracement. SPY coming down, like absolutely coming down. Let me put on my music. Alright, so SPY now coming back at a key resistance support level for breaking below support. So a little bit more bearish momentum to the downside. Can't argue with that. Can't argue with retracements. Oh, okay. Here we go. All right. Now the article is loading up. All right. So Industry standard. Can this actually? Let me just check AI to summarize this article. LiDAR. Let me get a quick summary. See if we can make a nice little potential investment here on LiDAR. LiDAR is the future technology on most future machines, and if they can improve it, even better. A full-stack physical AI solution powered by NVIDIA Jetson Orin, designed for revolutionize smart transportation, safety, and infrastructure. Built on Apollo LiDAR platform, OPTS delivers high-resolution 3D perception and real-time interpretation. Combines long-range LiDAR up to 1 kilometer with advanced edge computing. Supports integration of third-party AI solutions via an open developer platform. That's super bullish. That's hella bullish. Targets application autonomy, vehicles, rail safety, airport security, and traffic management. Offers faster updates, lower total cost of ownership, and easier integration than traditional hardware. Estimated addressable market exceeds $50 billion. World Congress. Oh, dude, man. Oof. Eek. Yikes. Alright, can I stomach holding this overnight? Can I stomach holding... You know what? I'm going to do it. Let me find the support and resistance. I do have a 3-day rule, so this is what, technically the second day? 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. Actually we're on my 3rd day rule. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. Arguably, yeah, you're on my 3rd day rule. Ooh, LiDAR. Okay. Man, just to get a nice little... You are making higher highs, higher lows. That's good. Higher low. Oh, no, actually, even low. No, you're still higher low. Higher low. Technically, you're still higher low. Technically. You are way too hot, though. This is way too hot. Oh, man. I hate these momentum plays. Hard to time because you have to DCA. Dollar cost average on these type of momentum plays. And you're gonna have to try and hold it overnight. You're gonna have to definitely try and hold it overnight. SPY catching a nice little bip to the downside. Nice little bip to the downside. LiDAR also coming down. So it's just a little bit of retracement today. Open coming down as well. So much for memes. Alright, so overall market's nice little pullback. Nice little overall pullback. That I cannot argue with that. Cannot argue with that. LiDAR, again, finding reason to stay alive. LiDAR business is a multi-million-dollar business, though. A LiDAR business is a very much multi-billion-dollar business. It really is a multi-billion-dollar business. It is very much multi-billion. Billion. Huh. Excuse my French. And robotic implications. And they also do robotics. From a risk reward, does it make sense? Does it make sense from a risk reward, right? Does it make sense from a risk reward? So LiDAR absolutely finding a bottom here at the key support level at 440. You know what? Damn, the 1 hour on the MACD absolutely cremated, right? Look at your EDX. Look at that. Just absolutely getting creamed. Huge rejection off the 524. Absolutely massive. Just what was the trade deal on? And sell may offer and sell from time to time, offering price of up to 75 million common stock. A complete physical AI solutions. Damn, it's just nice to see NVIDIA attached to this name. Let me Google something. before I make a stupid mistake. I do like Nvidia plays a lot. I will always support companies Nvidia touches. They just turn into gold. If we're talking about LiDAR, like, oh, speaking of LiDAR, let's check on Neo and let's check on Neo stocks, right? I mean, we're over here contemplating, but meanwhile, Neo and Lucid, right? Neo and Lucid. Let's check Neo real quick. 10% down on the day. Lucid, LCID. Oh, nice little retracement on Lucid and coming back down to the key support at 382. Wow, these companies having a nice sell-off this morning after having massive rips. I mean, buy the dip opportunity for some folks. I don't know, looking good. It's looking good, you know. It's just SPY's not acting nice, so this acts like a battery. So Lucid and Neo having a nice little pullback. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to set up a nice little car portfolio. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do all little battery-orientated car portfolio. What the fuck is this? Oh, wow. Weeble selling off. Beautiful. Love it. Keep breaking it down. Actually, love it. I'm going to do a Lucid, Neo, AMPX, battery play, and then LiDAR. Right? That's all four. That's all related to car companies. With an estimated addressable market of over 50 billion. Dude, I know. Listen, I hate FOMOing in, but like this is why I hate these FOMO. Like this is why, like, arguably wonderful, this is probably the bottom. Because look at LiDAR on the 1 hour. Look at this. Right? Look at LiDAR on the 1 hour. Is this LiDAR? Oh wait, excuse me. Whoops. Look at LiDAR on the one. Look where it's bouncing, right? Previous consolidation support bounce would be 450. So resistance support now became potentially now a resistance. But it does like the 450 line, right? But if we're talking a potential future speculative market cap of 50 billion, 86 million market cap is absolutely nothing. What was the but they tend to do offerings, we don't know. So from risk reward, it's like, all right, did we peak? So we've been having morning sell. So this sell off. So people took profits, right? Look at this. Sell offs, profit taking, massive leg. I hate scam hours so much, dude. This is such manipulative tactics. I absolutely hate it. But look at your support on the 1 hour candle, dude. Look at that body close. So 450 is literally key support. So, and look, the market's selling off, right? Today's not having a good day. Market's selling off. We're finding support here at 450. So risk reward, timing these massive. Oh man, I hate these FOMOing in, man. Because it's either still too cheap or not. Right? What's the short interest on this? What's short interest? Let me double check. Fintel. LIDR. Just having skin in the game, that's all I really give a shit about. Wow, there's no shorts in sight. Literally no short positions in sight. Literally there's nothing. Oh man. So 450 we do know is key support post-market. Alright, we are breaking below the 10 EMA. 20 EMA. I mean 20. We're above the 5 and the 10. Or at least the candle is below the 5 and the 10 EMA. We're testing that 20. We are getting a reaction out of it. Let's see the 4 hour. So huge key rejection. A clear key fine rejection at the 525 range. You still have support on your 4 hour 5 EMA, right? Which is again 450. 12 hour. Ooh, that's a gravestone doji candle. I don't like that candle at an impulse. At least it is an impulse because it's a new higher high, higher low. This is technically an impulse. Still needs to be a little bit more above this wick, this body candle. I'll consider that the impulse. Don't give a shit. I don't like this gravestone doji at the 12 hour. Let's see the daily. Again, I don't like that. That's like I don't like that. Because then that just tells you the momentum, the bearish momentum is caving in, right? And plus, you kind of wicked over it. It looks like a dark cloud cover positioning. It looks like a dark cloud cover. Let me just double check. So many formations. I'll argue that's a dark cloud cover. A huge dark cloud cover. So you are above. You're hot right now. You're scalding. Everything about this is like, yo, you just got to be patient with this. And look at your support at the 236 on the daily, right? So if I were to, from a risk reward, fine. I'll you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just consider this. If it doesn't come here, I'm not interested. I'm not gonna buy at these highs. I just gotta protect myself. You know, I didn't last this long because I'm just FOMOing in without doing some proper TA. You know what I'm saying? I gotta protect my assets. So I just gotta be patient with this. LiDAR, you just gotta be patient with it. Just gotta be patient. I do want it. I want this. I do. Believe me, I do. But we gotta be smart. We don't just throw money around. Hopefully it sticks, you know? I do want it. I do want it. Let's do IWM here. Alright, so IWM is selling off a little bit. That's pretty good. Ooh, IWM actually pulling up, looking like a bull flag. Looking like a nice little descending wedge triangle. Nice little bear, I mean, excuse me, I meant to say bear flag, not bull flag. It's got a descending wedge right here. Boom. I like to draw these little, right there, boom, and then boom. Nice little descending wedge. That's not so bad, because now we know descending wedges. Looking good, looking good. Nice little bear flag. I gotta be patient with LiDAR, but this thing can swing 20% tomorrow. I mean, this thing could just pick up hype and then people just start trading it. You know, from a risk reward, I gotta protect myself. Gotta really, really protect myself. I want to. I really, really want this. Because this could be the bottom. Right? Look at the support. Look at the bounce. Look at the support bounce. And then look, the market, like this is why I hate scam hours. Because the scammers or institutions just drive this shit up. And then just people just taking profits at these lows. We're at key low again. Right? 450, 444. We're literally at key low again. Arguably, this is the bottom, and then tomorrow rip up again. Man, it's just hard to time these hype stocks, and it is hype. Look at Lucid coming down 1.6%. Everybody want to jump in at 3, but look at that retracement's in. Finding out that 236, $2.84. We're gonna come down to it, that's for sure. AMPX, a nice little battery play. 88 selling off a little bit. So LiDAR now found consolidation. We can literally sit here for the next 2 days for all we know, right? It just has an exhaustion, right? Oh, look, we're coming back down. This could completely still bounce off and just move on up, right? Let me see the 12-hour on the momentum. Okay, so the overflow. Ooh. Huh. Ooh. Look what I'm seeing here. Look. What does this look like to you? It's a little shitty one. But let's turn on the 3-day. It's still little. Look at that. It's a shitty way of looking at it. But look, and it looks better on the 3-month. Right? 3-month looks a little bit better. It is definitely rounded on the 3-month. But that's a gravestone. Man, every time we consider these hype stocks, they end up being movers. And it's like you gotta be risk avid. You gotta really just bite the bullet on these sort of tickers. Right? And what happens if it rips tomorrow? Alright, so IWM now breaking below this trend line. IWM breaking below that trend line. Hoo-yah. Alright, I am I think I need more coffee. So LiDAR still finding support. Impressive. Man. What if you just full sent LiDAR systems, right? Wow. Jeez Louise. What was NVTS? Remember NVTS? Hold on, let me NVTS. Remember NVTS? So hype came in, then we had a consolidation, still consolidating. But look at the range now. This could potentially repeat itself where we just have hype and then we just made new higher highs, higher lows, and we have to respect that. And then just staying within this range, NVTS partner with NVIDIA on this top right quadrant. It could just be a massive just consolidation range. So this might pan out as well. Oh my lord, what the hell? What the fuck is this? Whoa, look at that. That's a 12-hour candle on SPY? Uh-oh. Arguably that's a spinning top at the impulse. Bearish at that. I gotta protect myself. I want to so bad, dude. But Jesus Christ. Let me see where we are. But they're not even in the same business. They're not even in the same business. It's just two different types of business. Open selling off. Alright, Webull coming back 1560, still making new lower highs. But then again, LiDAR is a LiDAR play, man. Like, you don't get that kind of quality. You don't get these kind of plays everywhere. And LiDAR does sound cool, though. I mean, if you are the next tech, imagine you are, right? Are we buying premium here? Are we really going to do this? What happens if you just gap up tomorrow? Because look, a gap and then a gap. And then you're most likely going to come up. Oh, you already filtered this morning. I know. MVTS is at 1.6 million. Market cap LiDAR is 80 million. I know. What if this is just look at the range though. We are consolidating back at support, key support level here on LiDAR. You know, look at that. Oof. Risk reward. This would be it. On the 15. Risk reward. It'll be right here. You come back down, test it. D nut. Fuck off. Overall market sentiment is still a little bearish. And lighter is within a range now. It's just in a range. But the hype is real. The hype is very much real. It looks like it's making legs now. That's for sure. Let me see, LiDAR. Yeah, so now you're rolling up on your 5 and your 10 EMA. Alright. From a risk reward, this thing wants to make moves. From a risk reward, this thing wants to make moves. Our indicators are showing momentum. Yeah, it is showing momentum. Breaking above the 50. Look at that bottom support buy, and then your key resistance here is at 4. Clear defined resistance here at 460. So breaking above 460 would be critical. But look at the 12-hour on this. Weeble selling off. Navitas bearish. SPY coming back down again. Oh, it's about to be negative today. It's gonna break down negative? Question mark? Man. I can see a little clear. Oh, those are killing me. LIDR, man, it's really, really interesting. Oh, wow. Weeble breaking down. Holy cow. Breaking down. Imagine doing an offering now. Wow, SPY selling off. Weeble selling off. So that means LiDAR will come down with SPY and IWM. Let's see where IWM is at, Russell. Yep, selling off. Alright, so a little bearish today. Nothing crazy. I mean, in terms of the hype, it's real. Hype is real in LiDAR. Oh, look, we're breaking down this wedge, this bear flag on whatchamacallit, on IWM. Look at the reaction off that breaking down wedge. I mean, look at the candle off that. Oh my god, look at the sell-off is massive. Huge. Wow. Perfect example of pattern recognition. Perfect key example of pattern recognition. Beautiful. Let's get the retracement in. Jesus Christ. So I ain't touching it. It's holding up though. It's holding up. So I'm just leaving it here. Give me 1 second. Let's see if I can get something to eat real quick. I'm starving.
Era ella que tiene eso prendido.
¿Eh?
Fue ella que lo tenía prendido.
Yo lo prendí, pero...
Ah. Oh my god, lighter.
Y esa vaina dulce, tú ves que a dieta. Esa dieta de ustedes nunca la entienden.
Spine IWM selling off and lighter just wants to make moves. Now lighter is sitting above the trend line. Very interesting. Very interesting. Market selling off and lighter is just making moves. Interesting. Sorry, I'm just having something to eat. Let's see. I guess LiDAR is the play for now. LiDAR seems to be the play. Doesn't want to die. It does not want to go down. Let's see if we can sustain it. LiDAR systems is interesting though. Alrighty then. Get that nice little bounce. IWM selling off. Not so bad, not so shabby. Let's go. Oh, IWM. Market sell-offs are underway. Market sell-offs are underway. Looking good so far. Had a nice little retracement though. Wow, that's huge retracement today. Very impressive. Wow, IWM completely selling off. I haven't seen that shit before. Haven't seen that retracement in a long time. It's been a while. Haven't seen that type of retracement in a very, very long time. So far, so good. So far, so good.
Ahora sí me voy.
Okay.
No paso de largo. Nos vemos el miércoles.
Está bien. Market selling off another leg down. Is this the retracement we've been asking for? Is this finally the retracement? We're just monitoring the overall market. Overall market just becoming bearish. Not so bad, boys. Not so bad. Not so bad. Ooh, LiDAR catching a bit of a life. Here we go again. Just likes to make these massive moves. Massive moves. Looks like a descending scallop. This could be the potential bottom on this ticker. Like, you can't. Hard to argue with the momentum on this thing. Hard to argue. An Nvidia play at that, you know. It's just one of those things where you gotta be risk avid. You gotta be really, really tight stop losses. Tight and tight. Nice and tight. Nice and tight. You gotta really hold it nice and tight. Looks like Webull making a nice little bounce. Nothing confirmed yet. LiDAR looking like it wants to make new legs. This could really pan out to be a good trade down the road. I mean, $50 billion market cap, and if they do offerings at that, right? So this is just all speculative. But if it works, it works. Hey, you never know. You know, pre-market, this thing moves. I'm keeping an eye on LiDAR. I've always wanted to be inside the look at the monthly here. Look at the monthly on LiDAR real quick. Like, if you're right, look at the monthly on the RSI. Look at the momentum indicator on the weekly, but look at the monthly. Look at your, if you just hold this, not financial advice, but if you hold it like weekly wise, look at the, this thing is deep into the bear zone. Deep into the bear zone. So this is just one of those things where you gotta like pretty much DCA your way into it. Because you have no idea where the upside is on this thing. Zero idea. 50 billion market cap. $50 billion market cap. So we're only at 80 million. Look at the offering up here. Boom, boom, boom. Upside. right? So you just gotta be patient with it. Super patient with it. It's an NVIDIA play. Plus you're scalding now at these highs. So if people are getting in now, you know. Shit, hit that fucking 236 macro. Call it a day. That'll make everybody happy. That'll make everybody happy. So nice to see life on this thing, though. I do like what I see with LiDAR. You either could be right or you could be wrong. But if they start getting contracts with other vehicles, woo-wee. You got LIC, you got Els Lucid, you got Neo. You got all these potential opportunities. Really get the market going. Really get the market going. Oh, Lucid's now hitting that 236. Right now it's touching it. Impressive. Impressive. Really good to see. Really nice to see. Spy? What's it gonna be, Spy? Wanna be ballers? Wanna be ballers? Oh man. What's everybody into? I'm just keeping an eye on the overall trend today. I actually might go work out a little bit more today, even though I worked out this morning. Buyer support would not make sense. Alright, my friends, I think I'm going to call it for today. It's been, what, a couple hours now? It's been lovely. Enjoy yourselves. Go take a walk after a day trade. Cheers, guys. Like the video, join the Discord, and we'll call it now. Cheers.